Hello, everyone. In the financial systems of ASEAN countries, the methods and measures of financial supervision are like protective nets, which can not only detect potential risks in the financial market in time, but also effectively regulate the business behavior of financial institutions. Today, we will learn about the methods and measures of financial supervision in Fundamentals of Finance together and understand their specific forms, operational logic, and practical application in ASEAN countries. Financial supervision is like an invisible safety net, which not only regulates the operation of financial institutions, but also protects the stability of the market. Whether it is the Bank of Thailand's control of commercial bank loan risks or the Monetary Authority of Singapore's supervision of securities transactions, they all can't work without specific supervision methods and measures. How do these approaches work? How do they ensure the orderly operation of financial activities in ASEAN countries? In this lesson, we will explore the methods and measures of financial supervision together and combine the practical cases of ASEAN countries to understand their key role in maintaining financial order. In this class, we will carry out the study along three clear threads. 1. Preventive supervision measures. Just like building a firewall for the financial market, avoiding potential risks in advance, and seeing how regulatory authorities can prevent problems from occurring at the source. 2. In-process supervision measures. Understand how regulatory authorities monitor and regulate market behavior in real time during financial activities. 3. Post-event disposal measures. When risks or irregularities occur in the financial market, what measures will regulatory authorities take to resolve crises and correct mistakes? Preventive supervision is the first line of defense of financial supervision, decreasing the possibility of risks from the source, mainly including market access supervision, capital adequacy ratio requirements, and risk early warning mechanism. Market access supervision is like the entry examination of the financial market. By setting strict standards, it ensures that only qualified institutions can enter the market. For example, the Bank Negara Malaysia stipulates that the minimum registered capital of a newly established bank shall not be less than 1 billion Malaysian ringgit, and the major shareholders must meet the financial soundness requirements. In 2023, a foreign-funded institution's application to set up a branch in Malaysia was rejected because the shareholder qualifications failed to meet the standards, effectively avoiding the potential risks posed by unqualified institutions. The capital adequacy ratio requirement is the risk cushion of financial institutions, requiring financial institutions to retain sufficient capital to cope with possible losses. Bank of Thailand follows Basel III and requires the total capital adequacy ratio of domestic commercial banks to be no less than 10.5% and the Common Equity Tier 1 ratio to be no less than 7%. In 2024, a commercial bank in Thailand was required by the central bank to suspend dividends and replenish capital within a time limit because its capital adequacy ratio dropped to 9% to prevent it from falling into crisis due to insufficient capital. In-process supervision is a dynamic supervision implemented in the process of financial activities, mainly including off-site monitoring and on-site inspection to ensure the continuous compliance operation of financial institutions. Off-site monitoring grasps the status of the organization in real time through data analysis, just like remote monitoring. The Monetary Authority of Singapore has established an electronic reporting system, which requires banks and securities companies to submit transaction data, liquidity indicators, and other information every week. In 2023, MAS discovered through systematic monitoring that a bank's excessive ratio of short-term external debt and promptly issued a warning and required rectification, thus avoiding the expansion of liquidity risks. On-site inspection is the field inspection of the regulatory authorities, which goes deep into the internal verification of the institutions. The Indonesian Financial Services Authority conducts surprise inspections of insurance companies every year. In 2024, During an inspection of a life insurance company in Jakarta, it was found that it illegally modified the policy terms to mislead consumers. Relevant documents were sealed on the spot and rectified to protect the rights and interests of policyholders. When financial institutions have violations or risks, post-disposal measures can resolve crises and correct mistakes in time, mainly including administrative penalties, risk relief, and market exit arrangements. Administrative punishment is a disciplinary measure for violations. In 2023, a securities company in Vietnam was fined 5 billion Vietnamese dong by the State Securities Commission of Vietnam for insider trading, and the executives involved were banned from engaging in the securities industry for 5 years, deterring market violations through severe penalties. Risk rescue is emergency blood transfusion to troubled institutions. In 2022, a rural bank in the Philippines was on the verge of bankruptcy due to a run on depositors. The Central Bank of the Philippines prevented local risks from spreading into systemic crises by providing emergency liquidity support and coordinating other banks to take over its business. In this lesson, we systematically studied 3 kinds of methods and measures of financial supervision. Preventive supervision to prevent risks from the source. In-process supervision controls risks in real time through off-site monitoring and on-site inspections. Post-event disposal resolves crises through penalties and rescue measures. These measures cooperate with each other to constitute the security system of financial supervision in ASEAN countries. In the complex and ever-changing financial environment, effective regulatory measures can protect the financial markets of ASEAN countries, not only ensure their vitality, but also prevent them from getting out of control. I hope everyone can pay more attention to the financial supervision trends of ASEAN countries after class, analyze specific cases with the knowledge learned today, and deepen their understanding of the importance of supervision.